Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. For those of you who are new, my name is Brenda and welcome. Today I'm participating in the What Would You Make challenge that's hosted by my great friend Zana at OK at Home. I'll let you know more about that in just a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, for this first DIY, I used some tumbling tower blocks, and I had this tissue holder, or Kleenex, whatever you want to call it, that I used for a template. So I started out by hot gluing 5 of the blocks together, and I make 12 strips of those 5 blocks. Then after I got all of those done, I guess I had to pick off the glue here. It's one of the things that drives me nuts is when you do this, if you get too much glue, you have to pick it all off. If you don't get enough glue, it breaks apart. So then after that, I took 12 strips of 3 blocks and I just hot glued them all together. Then I took 6 of those strips of 5 and I made 2 blocks. So I hot glued them all together like you see there until I had 2 blocks of 6. Then I took the strips of 3 and I hot glued them the same way. So I had 2 blocks of 6 strips. After that, I took the smaller strips, the ones with the 3, and I am going to hot glue the ends of the strips of 6, or strips of 5 really, because they're 5 across. Anyways, to the ends of the ones that were 3 across. It's probably easier for you to see what I'm doing than for me to explain it. So then I'm just making a rectangle. As you see there, I'm just hot gluing this all together. And after I got this hot glued, then I took some more of the blocks. I made 4 strips with 3 blocks and 4 strips with 4 blocks to make the top part of the box cover, the tissue cover. And after I have them all hot glued together, I'm going to take the two strips of the 3 and hot glue them together to make 2 different strips with 6, if that makes sense. Then I take the strips of 4 and I'm hot gluing 2 together, just like you see there. So then this is going to be the top. I'm going to hot glue the longer piece to the smaller piece. And then I will, once I get all of the pieces hot glued together here, there you go. So I'm making a rectangle just like you see there. So just going to hot glue them all together. And once they are hot glued together, and I do hold them there for a few minutes because I want to make sure that it really adheres to each other. Then I am going to hot glue it to the top part of the box. So when you put this over your tissue paper, as you can see, I left the bottom open so you can just put it over your box of Kleenex. And I have rectangle boxes of Kleenex, but if you have the square ones, you could definitely make this, making it into a square as well. The dimensions, of course, would be a little bit different. So then after that, I just took my antique wax and I brush it all over this box. And I take a baby wipe and wipe off the excess. And then I had printed this from my Cricut. It says, "Bless you." And I put one on both sides of the Kleenex tissue box cover. And then after that, I took some half beads and I put them on my painter's tape, and I am painting them with my Apple Barrel black paint. And you guys, this turned out to be such a great way to paint those half beads because it keeps them stuck right where they are. They're not rolling around. I'm not getting paint all over my fingers like I usually do. And I just loved doing it this way. So then I just took some hot glue and I glued 4 of those beads to each side. And that's all there was for this one. It wasn't very hard at all once I figured out how many blocks I was going to need for everything. But I love the way it came out, and I don't know, I think it's really pretty. You'll have to let me know what you think about it in the comment box below. Okay, today's collaboration is a monthly collaboration with the challenge is to use wood in your projects. So it is hosted every month by Zaina at OK at Home and Connie with Connie's Creative Creations. And this month's co-host is Amanda with 6 kids and a glue gun. These are all amazing ladies, and they are all sweet and have become my friends. So make sure that you check out their videos, check out their channels. If you have not subscribed to them, make sure you subscribe to them, and then check out the playlist as well, and make sure you're subscribed to everyone who's in the playlist as well. So let's go to the next DIY. Okay, so for this DIY, I took 2 of these crates from Dollar Tree. And then I had this hanger that I had cut for a previous project that I ended up not doing. I ended up tearing it apart. So I'm going to use those as well. You could just use a hanger and cut it with some wire cutters or scissors. Well, not scissors, but like box cutter. So once I guess I should say, I started off by using my antique wax and brushing it all over the crates and then wiping it off with a baby wipe. Oh my word, you guys. Okay, so then after that, I took this hanger, like you can see, or this half of a hanger, and I'm just going to hot glue it to this crate. And once I get the back piece hot glued, I look to see where the front piece is laying, and then I just hot glue that on as well. And I do the same to the other side. Then I take my second crate, and I'm just trying to kind of play around here at where I wanted to hot glue it. And once I have it where I want it, then I'm just going to take my hot glue and place it around, and then lay that top part of that hanger onto that box as well. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I wanted to make this because I wanted something to hold all my glues by my workstation here. And I didn't want it to be too tall, and I just thought this would be perfect, and it is perfect. But you could use it for anything. You could use it by a coffee bar. You could use it in your bathroom to hold your makeup. You could even use it as a planter. So you could use it for all kinds of things. So as you see there, I just added some buffalo check ribbon or gingham ribbon to the front. And then here I'm just making some little bows with twine and putting it on the front. And again, this is just inspiration. If you wanted to make this, you could design it any way you wanted. But this is my style. So you'll let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. But I love it, and it fits perfectly right in my area, and I think it's going to be a lot more efficient for me to get my glues out. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find all my links in my link tree in the description box below. So here's DIY number 3. So I wanted to make another holder, so I grabbed 3 of these boxes I got from Dollar Tree, some wood beads that came from Amazon, my antique wax, and my apple barrel black paint. And so I start off by taking the drawer part out of the boxes, and then I am measuring 1 inch down from the top on one of those boxes. That's going to be the middle box. Then I just layered on the hot glue underneath that line, and then I'm just hot gluing the other boxes on, as you see there. And then once that's dry, I do the same thing with the second box. And then after that, I am going to use my antique wax and give it all a good coating, like I did with the other items. If you're new here, I just want to invite you to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. If you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, and occasional haul, then this is your channel. Hit that subscribe button, become part of our family, and then hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a video, and make sure you like and comment and let me know you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. So after that, I did the same thing with these beads and the painter's tape. I'm just going to stick them right on. I think this is my new way of painting beads, guys. I just love this method. It's so much easier than, putting it in a bag or anything. That's kind of messy. This one isn't. It just stays right there on the paint and you can move it around. And the nice thing about this technique was I'm not really needing to be the other end to be painted because it's going to be where I hot glue it. These are going to be the feet to the bottom. But if you do want to paint the other end, you just take it off and turn it over and stick it to the paint and then finish the other side. So pretty easy. So once those were all painted, I'm just going to hot glue them onto the bottom of the two bottom boxes there. And then once I did go through actually with a little paintbrush and do a little touch up of black because there was a few areas that I could see and I didn't really want to see the natural wood. So after that, I just took some more of that ribbon and I'm just measuring on each side. I'm going to cut it down and then hot glue some ribbon to both of those bottom boxes. And then I am going to make a bow for the third box. And then you'll see me here. I'm just kind of measuring, trying to figure out where I want it. There it goes. And then I'll do the same to the back and on the other one. And I just made some really simple projects for you guys here today. I'm feeling a little under the weather, and so I didn't think I could do anything real hard for you. So these are just some really easy ideas of things that you can make for little storage if you need it. And again, this thing, I'm using this for all my chalk couture single pastes and squeegees and stuff. You could use this for makeup brushes. You could use it as a planter. You could use it in your bathroom as well if you wanted to put, makeup brushes or whatever in it. It's very versatile. And then I just put that little bow on there, and that completes this DIY, and it fits perfectly for what I need it for. But again, like I said, it's very versatile. You can use it as a planter or for any other items you want to hold. So again, if you are new here, I really encourage you to hit that subscribe button, become part of our YouTube family, and help me reach my goal of hitting 5,000 before my anniversary of March 5th. And make sure, if you haven't already, you check out the playlist, check out the host and the co-host. Subscribe to all of them. They're wonderful ladies, and I really love them. And with all that being said, guys, I hope to have a video on Wednesday. If not, I will have one, I believe, on the 20th for sure. So with all that being said, guys, have a wonderful week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.